How's it going, guys? This is Cody. First off, I want to say I hope you guys can hear me well. I got my air conditioner running because it's so hot. It's like 80 degrees inside right now, so it's just been incredibly hot this summer. But anyway, guys, today I thought I would do a video where I show off my entire CD collection. I've done videos before where I've shown off my vinyl record collection, and I thought I would do a video showing off my CDs. Now I don't have a very large CD collection. Simply because I didn't start collecting them until, until I guess you would say CDs stopped being as popular. I actually started getting them in the late 2000s. I've got a good amount of CDs. I got a lot of them from my favorite bands as well as some extra bands thrown in there. So I'm going to go and get started, and the first CDs I'm going to show off are from my favorite band of all time, and that is Guns N' Roses. And first, we're going to start off with Appetite for Destruction, one of the greatest debut hard rock albums of all time. Absolutely love this album. Great classic Guns N' Roses right here. The next one is their EP, GNR Lies, which also includes their first EP, Live Like a Suicide. Use Your Illusion 1. Use Your Illusion 2. And this one has my favorite Guns N' Roses song, You Could Be Mine. The Spaghetti Incident. I know a lot of people don't like this album. I like some of their cover songs. I think they did a good job on some. Then we have their live album, Live Era, 1987 to 1993. Then we have Greatest Hits. And Chinese Democracy. Okay, and then I've got some of I've got some side projects. I've only got 3 CDs that are also related to Guns N' Roses that are not from the band. The first one is Slash's debut album. I really love this album. I love Slash's solo stuff, and I hope to pick up his other 2 solo albums eventually. But this is a great album. My favorite song is definitely Gotten. It's my favorite one from his solo album. And then I have Velvet Revolver Libertad. If I ever find their first album, I would pick it up. I really loved Velvet Revolver as well. I think they were a great band. Be cool to see them come back. I actually think that it would be cool if once Slash and Duff stop touring with Guns N' Roses, which is absolutely amazing that Guns N' Roses are back together and reunited. Well, it's not the full lineup, but with Slash and Duff back in the band, that's absolutely amazing. And I'm sure every Guns N' Roses fan, it's their dream come true to see them both back in the band. So now that they're actually doing that, that is amazing. But I always thought it would be cool if maybe once Guns N' Roses are done touring, maybe Slash and Duff can get back with Velvet Revolver and maybe get a new singer. I actually think that Myles Kennedy would be good because I've heard stuff from Slash's other 2 solo albums, and I do have his Live at the Roxy DVD, and I think Myles Kennedy sounds great playing Velvet Revolver songs. So I think that he would make a great frontman. Then I have this CD called Hollywood Rose, The Roots of Guns N' Roses, which are recordings done by one of Axl and Izzy's older band, Hollywood Rose. The band that they combined with LA Guns to sort of form Guns N' Roses, and it's got an original demo version, songs newly remixed by Gilby Clarke, which I find it kind of odd that Gilby Clarke did it since he wasn't even involved in this recording, and then Fred Coury. So yeah, very, very cool. If you're, you're a fan of Guns N' Roses, then I definitely recommend this. It's a cool way to hear, what they were originally playing in Hollywood Rose. Alright, now the rest of these albums are just sort of mixed around, you know, they're not, just a ton of different bands. And the first one is one of my all-time favorite bands. If you've watched my videos, you know this is one of my favorite bands. This is Rush Gold. This is basically their first two retrospective albums on 2 CDs. It's really nice. It's a great compilation. I love Rush. Then we have an album by one of my newer, you know, I would consider them a new, well, they're not really new now. They're over 10 years old, but I still consider them a newer band. But this is Avenged Sevenfold, Nightmare. I love Avenged Sevenfold. I like their earlier stuff compared to their later stuff, but I still enjoy their later stuff. Then we have some metal albums right here. This is All That Remains, The Fall of Ideals. A big fan of this band. I also have their DVD. And this is great. I'm sure if you play Guitar Hero 3, I believe, then you remember the song 6 is on it. I believe it's Guitar Hero 3. Now this is a very, very cool item. This is Judas Priest. This is the 30th anniversary of their album British Steel, except that this is a promotional copy. My dad got this, and I cannot remember how he got it, but he got it, and I think he got his own copy. But this is a promotional copy. And this one comes with the live CD and not the DVD, which I remember when I first got it, I was disappointed because I wanted to get the DVD, and I just was kind of unappreciated of getting it. But now, you know, I still think it's very cool. It's a great album. I have not heard any of the live stuff, but I'm sure it's so great. And down right here, you can't really see it, but it says for promotional use only, not for sale. So it's really cool that he got a promo copy of this. Next up, Van Halen Best of Volume 1. Van Halen, one of my favorite classic rock and roll bands. And then we have Nirvana, In Utero. I've got some other Nirvana CDs that I'll show off in the next part of this video. Great album. Then we have some more metal. We got Dio, Metal Hits. Rest in peace, Dio. Great band, great metal classic. And then when I was younger, I used to be a big fan of Bam Margera. You know, I used to watch like Jackass, Viva La Bam and stuff. And I got this CD. It's called Viva La Bam's Volume 2, which is basically a bunch of bands that he enjoys. And there's some pretty good bands on here. There's Clutch, In Flames, Children of Bodom, CKY, Shiny Toy Guns, the 69 Eyes, Doom and Bagore, Kill Hannah, Revolution Mother. And it also has a DVD of like extra stuff from Viva La Bam that wasn't on the show. So yeah, pretty cool. Then we got Evanescence's Fallen. I'm a fan of their music. I'm not a huge fan, but this is a great album. This of course has the song Bring Me to Life, which is the one song that really put them on the map. Now the rest of these albums are from a band, well minus 2, but the rest of these albums are from a band called Him, which I'm a huge fan of. The first one is Razorblade Romance. Very, very cool. Really like that album. Then we have Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights. We have Love Metal, which of course has the iconic heartogram symbol, which, you know, is one of the best, I think one of the best band logos. Then we have And Love Said No, the greatest hits from 1997 to 2004. Dark Light. One of my favorites, Venus Doom. And Screamworks, Love in Theory and Practice. And then I have this sort of Screamworks remix type CD. Or EP, whatever you want to call it. And the last two CDs are from one of the best, or they were one of the greatest hard rock bands of the 70s. First is Kiss Destroyer, one of the greatest hard rock albums of all time. And the Best of Kiss, the 20th Century Master Series, which is just the greatest hits. You know, I love their music. You know, I love what they do. I mean, I don't agree with everything that Gene Simmons says, and I'm not a die-hard Kiss fan or anything, but I enjoy their music. I also have I also have Hymns 3 live DVDs as well. But yeah, that's just part one of my CD collection. I will be doing another video coming up soon showing off the rest of my CDs. And yeah, I just wanted to do this because I've never done a video showing off my CDs, and I just thought I would go and do them. So anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about any of the bands that I showed off in this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video.